Today we will talk about top 10 biggest technology advances in history. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. 1. Wheel. Before the invention of the wheel in 3500 BC, humans were severely limited in how much stuff we could transport over land, and how far. The wheel itself wasn't the most difficult part of inventing the wheel. When it came time to connect a non-moving platform to that rolling cylinder, things got tricky, according to David Anthony, a professor of anthropology at Hartwick College. The stroke of brilliance was the wheel and axle concept, Anthony previously told Live Science. But then making it was also difficult. For instance, the holes at the center of the wheels and the ends of the fixed axles had to be nearly perfectly round and smooth, he said. The size of the axle was also a critical factor, as was its snugness inside the hole, not too tight, but not too loose, either. 2. Light bulb. The invention of the light bulb transformed our world by removing our dependence on natural light, allowing us to be productive at any time, day or night. Several inventors were instrumental in developing this revolutionary technology throughout the 1800s. Thomas Edison is credited as the primary inventor because he created a completely functional lighting system, including a generator and wiring, as well as a carbon filament bulb like the one above, in 1879. 3. Telephone. Several inventors did pioneering work on electronic voice transmission, many of whom later filed intellectual property lawsuits when telephone use exploded, but it was Scottish inventor Alexander Graham Bell who was the first to be awarded a patent for the electric telephone on March 7, 1876. His patent drawing is pictured above. 3 days later, Bell made the first telephone call to his assistant, Thomas Watson, saying, "Mr. Watson, come here, I want to see you." According to author A. Edward Evanson in his book, The Telephone Patent Conspiracy of 1876, the Elisha Gray-Alexander Bell controversy and its many players. 4. Internet. The Internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that is used by billions of people worldwide. In the 1960s, a team of computer scientists working for the U.S. Defense Department's ARPA, Advanced Research Projects Agency, built a communications network to connect the computers in the agency, called ARPANET, the predecessor of the Internet. It used a method of data transmission called packet switching, developed by computer scientist and team member Lawrence Roberts, based on prior work of other computer scientists. This technology was progressed in the 1970s by scientists Robert Kahn and Vinton Cerf, who developed the crucial communication protocols for the Internet, the Transmission Control Protocol, TCP, and the Internet Protocol, IP. 5. Use of fire. The use of fire is one of humankind's most powerful early inventions and radically changed the way our ancient ancestors lived. Offering warmth and the ability to cook foods such as meat, the campfire was also a social gathering place. Fire also provided some protection against predators. 6. Airplane. The ability for humans to fly has captured the imagination of inventors for centuries, with the first human-operated flight taking place in 1783. When Joseph Michael and Jacques-Étienne Montgolfier took to the skies in a hot air balloon. In 1853, British engineer George Cayley Opens in New Tab designed the first glider to successfully take flight, but it wasn't until 1903. It not only took off from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina using its own power, it flew and landed without destruction, unlike many earlier aircraft inventions. 7. Refrigerator. Refrigeration in some form has been around for thousands of years. Depending on the climate, ice or cold water was used to keep food cold in ancient times. But artificial refrigeration didn't come until 1748, when the physician William Cullen Opens in New Tab first demonstrated evaporative cooling. Further breakthroughs came in 1834, when a vapor compression system was developed by American engineer Jacob Perkins Opens in New Tab. In 1876, German engineer Carl von Linde came up with a process of liquefying the gas, ushering in the era of commercial refrigeration. In 1913, American engineer Fred Wolf invented the first domestic refrigerator, and as demand for fresh produce grew, so did the number of households with refrigerators. 8. Vaccines. The World Health Organization, WHO, estimates that approximately 2 million to 3 million lives, Opens in New Tab, are saved annually thanks to vaccinations against contagious diseases such as diphtheria, tetanus and measles. The earliest rudimentary vaccination is thought to date back to the 10th century in China, when people inoculated small scratches in the skin with small doses of smallpox to provide protection against the disease. But in 1796, English physician Edward Jenner Opens in New Tab discovered that milkmaids rarely caught or died of smallpox. because they were previously infected by the cowpox virus opens a new tab, also called vaccinia. 9. X-rays. Like many great inventions, the X-ray was discovered by accident. In 1895, German engineer and physicist Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen opens in new tab, was undertaking a 2-month study into the potential of radiation. In an experiment testing whether cathode rays could pass through glass, he noticed that the radiation was able to pass through screens of considerable thickness, leaving a shadow of solid objects. He soon discovered that X-rays could pass through human tissues to show a clear picture of the skeleton and organs. A year later, a group of physicians took the earliest X-rays on patients. 10. The television. Before appointment TV and binge watching, movie theaters were king. They're still the best venue for seeing blockbuster films. But the invention of the television paved the way for the home entertainment we enjoy now. The first TV sets were black and white, then came color TVs and the ever-convenient remote control. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.